So let's start our project work about purposes of measurement and evaluation, issues in measurement and evaluation. Our plan consists of the main 6 parts. The first one is what is measurement, second, evaluation, third, measurement and evaluation issues, ways of overcoming the issues, purpose of measurement and evaluation. The last one, challenges in validity, reliability, and assessment bias. The definition of measurement, it's the collection of information in numeric form. It's the record performance of the information which is required to make judgment. Measurement is an act or process that involves the assignment in numeric values to whatever is being tested. So it involves the quality of something, nature of measurement. It should be quantitative in nature. It must be precise and accurate. It must be reliable, and it must be valid, and it must be objective in nature.
So evaluation, what's evaluation? It's the process of assessing students' learning progress and achievements. It helps determine whether they have met the learning objectives and provides valuable feedback for improvement have to strive for. Types of evaluation. First is formative, ongoing assessment, for example, quizzes, discussions, achievements, and second is summative, final assessment, exams, projects, and standardized tests. Importance of evaluation is encourage motivation and active participation, helps students understand their strengths and areas for improvement, develops responsibility and self-regulation in learning, also creates a fair and supportive learning environment. Purposes of measurement and evaluation. Measurement and evaluation help teachers, students, and workers understand how well they are learning or performing. Here are some important reasons why we use them. First is checking learning. Teachers use tests to see if students understand the lesson, and finding strengths and weaknesses helps students know what they are good at and what they need to improve. So making decisions, schools and workplaces use evaluations to decide what to teach or how to help people. Also, giving feedback helps students and workers understand how to get better.
So the key issues in measurement and evaluation, the first one is reliability and validity, ensuring consistent results while accurately measuring intended objectives. And the challenges will be balancing both the produced, trustworthy assessments, and the second one is bias and fairness. Tests may disadvantage certain groups due to cultural, linguistic factors, and challenge designing equitable assessment for diverse population. The third one is test anxiety and stress. High stakes testing creates pressure impacting students' performance and mental health. The challenge will be reducing stress while maintaining assessment rigor. And the last one, standardization and the individualization. It will be the standardized test may not account for individual learning styles or needs. The challenge will be creating flexible yet fair assessment systems. And then how to overcome issues in measurement and evaluation. The first one, be clear about what you want to measure. Make sure tests or evaluations match those goals and train evaluators to be fair. Get more than one person to check their results if possible. And test the tool first to make sure it works well. Use different ways to measure to get a better picture. Use online tools or software to save time. Use charts or simple summarize to explain findings. And teach people how to read and use the results correctly.
Challenges in validity, reliability, and assessment bias. One of the biggest challenges in pedagogical measurement is ensuring validity and reliability. A test must measure what it is intended to access and produce consistent results over time. Reliability. However, many tests fail in these areas due to poor design, ambiguous questions, or external factors like student anxiety. Another issue is subjectivity in assessment, especially in grading essays or oral exams, where personal bias may influence scores. Standard tests also present problems as they don't always account for individual differences in learning styles, language backgrounds, and etc. Ethical concerns in assessment include cheating, academic dishonesty, and grade manipulation. In some cases, teachers feel pressured to inflate grades due to parental or institutional expectations, and additional tests results are sometimes misused. Students, teachers, and even schools may be unfairly ranked based on scores rather than holistic educational progress. Hmm?
So let's answer the question how to overcome issues in measurement and evaluation. There we can say the purpose, example, and the formula. The first one is diagnostic learning difficulties. For example, a teacher gives a diagnostic math test to find out which students struggle with fractions. The item analysis formula will be difficulty index denoted by letter P will be equal to number of students who answered correctly divided by total number of students. And the second one is monitoring student progress. In this case, we can say the example progress weekly quizzes to check if the students are improving in reading comprehension. The main score, the average score will be equal to the sum of score divided by number of students.
Third is grading and certification. For example, final exam scores determine students' grades, ABC, etc., and promotion. It's measure percentage score. Percentage marks obtained divided by total marks and multiplied to 100. Example of measurement and evaluation. For example, the PISA assessment program for international student assessment. It's one of the most well-known examples of measurement and evaluation in education is the PISA, and conducted by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. PISA assesses the knowledge and skills of 15-year-old students worldwide in reading, mathematics, and science. Measurement in PISA. PISA uses standardized tests to measure students' abilities in applying knowledge to real-world problems. The assessment is conducted every 3 years across more than 80 countries, and for about evaluation in PISA, results are analyzed to evaluate the effectiveness of different educational systems. Countries like Finland, Singapore, and Japan consistently rank high, showing strong education policies. And policymakers use PISA results to evaluate and reform national education strategies.
So modern technologies in measurement and development. In recent years, digital technologies have significantly transformed approaches to measurement and evaluation, making the process more accurate, convenient, and adaptive. The main examples of modern technologies will be computer adaptive testing, the test that adjusts the student's knowledge level in real time, and artificial intelligence assessment, automated analysis of answers, handwriting recognition, and the identification of knowledge gaps, and the cloud-based platforms. We know that platforms like Google Forms, Kahoot, Modul, and other services online testing with instant feedback, and also gamification, game mechanics like budgets, levels, or rewards increase students' motivation, and educational data analytics helps teachers track progress and personalize learning.
So, in conclusion, measurement and evaluation play a critical role in the educational process by identifying achievements, adjusting teaching methods, and ensuring a standardized system for assessing knowledge. However, for this process to be effective, it's essential to consider their validity, reliability, and ethical implications.